DSS complied with that order on 2 occasions.
Hello everyone, welcome back to 24/7 News Boss, your number one source for reliable updates and in-depth analysis on political and social issues across the Zoo Nation and IPOB. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are watching from around the world. We appreciate your time and support. In today's headline, we are going to focus on a growing controversy surrounding the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, and his former legal counsel, Barrister Masue Opara, who has reportedly been denied access to his client in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. This situation has stirred serious public debate, raised questions about justice, and heightened tension ahead of Kanu's net court appearance set for Tuesday, November 3rd. Stay with us as we break it all down. In recent days, a new chapter has unfolded in the legal and human rights saga surrounding Nnamdi Kanu, a chapter that has left both his supporters and legal observers deeply concerned. According to multiple reports, one of Kanu's former legal representatives, Barrister Masue Opara, was denied access to visit his client, who remains in DSS custody in Abuja. For several days, Masue reportedly made attempts to see Kanu but was turned back each time by DSS operatives. When he pressed for answers, Masue was allegedly told to write a formal letter to the DSS before any visitation could be approved. This came as a surprise given that Masue had previously visited Kanu on numerous occasions as part of his ongoing legal representation. After complying with the directive and submitting the required letter, Masue was eventually allowed to visit Kanu. However, what followed next shocked not only him, but many who have been following the case closely. Immediately after his visit, Masue was served a letter by the DSS stating that he was no longer permitted to visit or represent Nnamdi Kanu. The letter reportedly claimed that Masue was no longer a member of Kanu's legal team. This action by the DSS has sparked outrage from several quarters, both among citizens and legal analysts, who see it as yet another attempt to frustrate Kanu's defense and further isolate him while in detention. Speaking to the media, Barrister Masue expressed deep frustration, describing the DSS decision as unjust, illegal, and politically motivated. He noted that he still has active cases in court related to Nnamdi Kanu, which makes the DSS claim that he is no longer Kanu's lawyer completely false and misleading. Masue also pointed out that these unnecessary restrictions make it nearly impossible for Nnamdi Kanu to properly prepare his defense, especially since he is now representing himself in court following the withdrawal of his previous legal team. This development, he argued, is further proof that Kanu's continued detention in DSS custody is compromising his right to a fair hearing. Let's sit back and watch the short video.
My people, good evening. Today is 31st day of October 2025. I went to see Nnamdi Kanu at the DSS. Last time when the matter came up, court ordered that the DSS should allow Nnamdi Kanu to have access to whoever that want to see him from Monday till Sunday, every day. That was the order. So DSS complied with that order on 2 occasions. But surprisingly, on Monday, we went there to see him, they refused us access. Monday and Tuesday, they refused us access. The Monday and Wednesday, they refused us access. I was there yesterday, they refused us access to see him. Then, after much argument, they said that we should write a letter. As usual, I said, but God said that we should, the people should allow us. The issue of writing a letter every day should not come up. They said we should write a letter. So we wrote a letter. So today they allowed us. So myself and Ejimako, So after seeing him, as I just came out of the DSSS, my attention was drawn to this letter written by the same DSSS, saying that henceforth we should not be coming to see Nnamdi Kanu, that we are no longer his lawyers. I said, where is this one coming from? What do you mean by that we are no longer his lawyers? And that we are no longer the lawyers representing him in the criminal trial, or that we are no longer his lawyers? Because I know that I have some other things that I'm doing for Nnamdi Kanu. I'm representing him in a matter he has with police at the FCT High Court. I'm representing him in the matter he sued one media house at the FCT High Court for defamation. I'm representing him in a matter he sued for enforcement of fundamental rights against DSSS in that Federal High Court. I'm representing him in 2 matters we had against the DSSS at Federal High Court. I'm also representing him in a prosecution of IPOB, the matter pending in the Supreme Court, and some other legal issues that he engaged me to be preparing for him. So I don't understand the meaning of we are no longer his lawyers. Are they in position to say that we are no longer in Nnamdi Kanu's or Nnamdi Kanu's to tell them that I'm no longer his lawyers? So I'm confused because there are some documents he asked me to provide for him by tomorrow, being Saturday, in preparation of his matter on Tuesday. Now with this letter, now it means that I will not see him again till Tuesday. Just for the world to see the kind of persecution somebody who is representing himself, where Section 36 said that he needed adequate time and facility. You have seen the reason why we said that for him to be in that DSSS, he cannot be in that DSSS and have a good preparation for this case. Anyway, good thing that he has filed a motion to discontinue this charge, because it's now obvious that there is no charge against him. So that is the update. Thank you, and God bless you. You can see the copy of the letter and make it available for you. Thank you.
Across the Zoo Nation and in diaspora, citizens and observers have expressed anger and concern over what they describe as systematic harassment of Kanu's legal representatives. Supporters of the IPOB leader have taken to social media to question why the DSS continues to interfere with legal cases, something clearly protected by both the Zoo Nation's constitution and international human rights law. One social media user said, "How can justice be served if the defendant cannot freely meet his lawyer? This is pure intimidation." Another concerned citizen added, "You can disagree with Kanu's ideology, but denying him legal access is against the rule of law. Today it's him, tomorrow it could be anyone." These sentiments reflect a growing unease among citizens who fear that the DSS recent actions could further damage public trust in the justice system. Political and legal analysts have weighed in, describing the situation as violation of due process and a dangerous precedent for the Zoo Nation's democracy. Legal expert Barrister Emmanuel Ijoma argued that the DSS action has no constitutional basis, emphasizing that only the defendant, in this case Nnamdi Kanu, has the right to appoint or dismiss his legal representatives. He further added, "The DSS has no power to describe who represents an accused person. By denying Maswe access, they are obstructing justice." Other analysts believe the development is a reflection of the tension between the executive and judicial arms of the government, where security agencies seem to act beyond the limits of their authority. Human rights activists have also condemned what they call the weaponization of detention and urged the Zoo government to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu's legal rights are fully respected as court case continues. This situation has added a fresh wave of tension to an already volatile political atmosphere. with Kanu supporters calling for transparency and fairness, and critics accusing the Zoo government of heavy-handed tactics. The case has once again become a flashpoint for national debate. Observers warn that such actions could inflame regional sentiments and deepen mistrust between citizens and state institutions. If not properly managed, analysts say this could have far-reaching implications for peace, stability, and justice in the Zoo nation. As the clock ticks towards Tuesday, November 3rd, 2025, when Kanu's case is scheduled to resume at the Federal High Court in Abuja, tension remains high. Many citizens are waiting anxiously to see how the court will handle the matter, especially with Kanu now reportedly representing himself after months of legal back and forth and what his supporters describe as systematic obstruction by the DSS. The air is thick with uncertainty. Will the court finally address the issues surrounding his detention and legal access, or will more drama unfold in what has become one of the most closely watched trials in the Zoo nation's history? Only time will tell. The latest development between the DSS, Barrister Maxwell, and Nnamdi Kanu has once again put the spotlight on the state of human rights and justice in the Zoo nation. For many observers, it is not just about one man, it is about what kind of justice system the country wants to uphold. And that is where we will wrap up today's report. The ongoing situation surrounding Nnamdi Kanu, the DSS, and his legal team continues to raise deep questions about justice, fairness, and the rule of law in the Zoo nation. So my people would love to hear from you. What do you think about the DSS denying access to Kanu's lawyer, Barrister Maxwell? Do you believe Nnamdi Kanu is getting a fair chance to defend himself? And as his court case resumes on November 3rd, what do you think the outcome would mean for the Zoo nation's unity and democracy? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to 24/7 News Boss for more verified updates and deep analysis on trending national issues. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe.